up guys, OtterVlog here. I know I said I was gonna do vlogs a little bit more frequently, but I don't know, things have just kind of happened recently. It's been a little crazy on like, you know, not even the YouTube front, but even just the general creator front. But I figured I'd keep you guys updated. It has been a while since I've updated you since I started my certification program for work. For those of you who don't know, I am in a project management certification program that is in total supposed to last like 10-11 weeks. It's going to be, well, it has been and will be so much fun. It's still ongoing. I'm kind of in the middle of the 4th course right now. The 5th course starts next week or the week after. I don't exactly remember for sure, but it's slowly but surely getting closer to the end. I mean, I only have like one full course and like half another course to go, but these assignments are tough, guys. I mean, even a single assignment and 2 discussion posts for one class take me almost an entire weekend to finish and put together. I'm not even joking. This is serious stuff. If you guys saw the crazy things that I have to do for, I understand. It makes sense. It's an actual certification that is nationwide. Let me try that again. This kind of certification is recognized nationally. It's a pretty big deal, and honestly, if I could get one of these, I could probably get a reasonable increase in pay per year for my job. So, and I'm salary. So I can understand why it's as tricky as it is, but damn, it's not easy at all. It's not easy in the slightest. On top of that, I've actually been getting very physically exhausted recently because my company, and I mean, at least my team, not specifically my company, but my team within the company, which is, there's only about 12 of us. It's not necessarily very big. It's research and development. But we're actually moving buildings. So I have been doing a veritable crap ton of packing, organizing, and you would not believe some of the equipment that we have in there as well. And all the loose bits and parts that we have that have to be meticulously bagged together and organized and separated out from one another and even carefully handled. Some of these are very, very fragile parts. And it's a building full of research and development, parts, equipment, glassware, lab stuff, you know, clerical stuff. It's ridiculous. I've been putting so much energy into that, and it's making me almost as tired as my sister, who's a vet tech. And she will work 10-hour days, sometimes without meal breaks, because that's just how crazy it gets. I have mostly kind of a desk kind of job, and man, I haven't felt that tired since my college days, when I was always biking back and forth between work and school, and when a lot of my sort of part-time job, which was usually still 30 hours a week on top of being a full-time student, would comprise of standing around near hot surfaces and stuff. I just worked at a dining hall, and even so, doing enough of that every single day for like 4 years would definitely make somebody a little bit tired. So, and there's a lot of work that still needs to be done on the new building, but we have to get out of the old building, like, soon. Like, we should have been out a month ago soon, but we couldn't because the new building wasn't going to be ready, and it's still not really ready, and some of my coworkers are thrilled about that. So it's just been a little bit of a mess, but thank goodness that the timing just kind of happened to work out with everything, because my sister and I both agreed we need a well-deserved vacation. It's because the last time we had one was when we went to Portugal last year. That was a fun 2 weeks, no doubt, but man, we were definitely tired by the end of it, but we really do need another. So my sister and I and her boyfriend, since the 3 of us do live together, are actually going to be we're going to be driving from Colorado to Minnesota. Now, some of you might think that that's crazy. It's like a 12-13 hour drive. Boo-hoo. that's not even the worst that I've done. All right, I have routinely done 6-7 hour drives from Lincoln, Nebraska to Colorado between, you know, college and home for all the breaks and stuff. 12-13 hour drive is not that big of a deal. But we have family in Minnesota, and we haven't seen them in a while. And this will be the first time my sister and I have actually gone to, or like taken a vacation by ourselves. You know, since we're both strong, crazy, cool, independent adults. We are completely independent, and we basically survive off ourselves. We're awesome. But yeah, my sister and I and her boyfriend are going to be driving to Minnesota in like early to mid-October. We're going to be gone for almost 2 weeks. So, I mean, it's going to be a bit of a break, but I think both of us definitely need it, especially after how crazy her work's been getting. And again, even with how crazy that both the certification program has been for me and how crazy moving has been in the last week and a half. It's loads of fun. I mean, I even took a little bit of a break from work today because I'm starting to work a little bit from home now. But I took a break today because I'm just tired, and I just wanted to kind of give everybody an update. The Minnesota vacation kind of does bring another point to something else. And I'm sure that people, I'm a little surprised. Hardly anybody has asked about it at all in the recent, like, month and a half, 2 months, something like that. Which I'm actually really thankful for. Like, thank you guys for giving me a little bit of space and a little bit of patience, because I sometimes don't have patience when you guys are constantly asking me, when's South Park coming back? When's South Park coming back? I'll give an update. I'll give an update whenever it comes. Don't you guys worry. But let's put it this way. In the 2 months since I started my certification program, I've been able to record 3 times. That's it. In the span of 2 months. Normally I try and do it at least once or twice a week, but I can't. I literally can't and don't have the time to do more recording and to, you know, edit a whole bunch of stuff. So, because of that, I did put South Park on hold. It's still continuing. I promise South Park reactions are still continuing. And I know I said I was going to try and put reviews out on YouTube, but again, the certification program has just beaten me down. It's not easy stuff. It's extremely critical thinking stuff. It's crazy. There's no good way to describe it. There really isn't. But yeah, South Park is coming back. I think at this point it's probably not going to come back until maybe October or November. For public viewers. I know I said that I was going to try and put some reactions on Patreon, but again, I didn't expect to have as few recording sessions as I did. One of them was a gaming session, 2 of them, and the other 2 were a couple of other, like, patron-related stuff that I had to fulfill. I mean, I think I managed to do, like an art one as well on another random occasion, but I don't really count the art ones as recording sessions, because, you know, that doesn't really cut into my time like some of the rest of the normal recording sessions. But yeah, I meant to post some South Park reactions on Patreon and some reviews on YouTube, but again, I barely have the time to even push out a single video a week, and those reviews do take a while. And I still need some more material for future reactions. So yeah, unfortunately I don't think South Park will be coming back regularly until like October or November, because I'm going to be out of state for 2 whole weeks. I'm not bringing my computer or any of my equipment. And I can't really react to or edit videos like that. And I really shouldn't be anyways, because if I try and do something like that, my sister's gonna just glare at me and be like, I will break your fucking laptop if you try and do that. She would do that. But doesn't matter. My laptop sucks at recording stuff anyways. That's why I got a new computer. But yeah, South Park is probably not coming back until, you know, October, November. It is what it is, but the certification program is just gonna take a while, and then there's gonna be like a 2-week break because of our vacation out of state. So, it is what it is. That said, like I said, I'm still pushing out a little bit of video material every once in a while. Mostly, I do seem to be focusing a lot more on games, especially games where I have a lot more material to work with, which kind of brings me actually to Hollow Knight. I have so many live streams and so much material that I don't really put on my YouTube channel. I don't put the live streams on my YouTube channel. They're publicly available when they occur, but afterwards I kind of take them down, in a sense. But I am continuing to edit down that content, and I think what I'd really like to do is really push out for some more Hollow Knight videos. They're not the worst to edit. I mean, I only have one video file to work with. Normally I have a camera file and then a game file, and then I kind of work on those separately, but with the live streams I can't really do that. I only have a single video file to work with, so it, in a weird way, makes it a little bit easier. Not as interesting of edits, but it makes it easier. So, in terms of Hollow Knight live streams, I still have a lot of content to work with. I just finished editing down up to the end of my 3rd live stream, and I want to say I have like 7? So I'm definitely going to be trying to push out more of the Hollow Knight videos, because that's a lot of material I just already have right available to me, and especially because there's a good chance, a very, very good chance, that Silksong is going to be coming out within the next year or less. For those of you who don't know, Silksong is basically the sequel to well, it's in the same universe as Hollow Knight. A lot of people have suspected that it's actually like a prequel, which would make the most sense to me. I don't know if it was definitively defined as a prequel or a sequel, but it is still in the same universe. And I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I'd love to edit down at least up to finishing the first boss in completing the first ending in Hollow Knight. I'd like to edit down all of that content before Silksong comes out. So that's part of the reason for the push. Something else I'm actually trying to push out a little bit more too are art videos. Mostly speed draws, and well, that's kind of the only one. I've been thinking about doing some like art lesson type videos. Maybe in terms of like, you know, some basic art tutorials, or even some like comic related tutorials. I've been trying to think about that as well. Kind of the same with forensics. Most of that is probably going to be reaction or analysis content. But art videos I've definitely been wanting to do, especially now that I am trying to experiment a little bit more with digital content, which is easier to record than, you know, my usual traditional stuff. Because I'm mostly a traditional artist. I mostly draw on paper. It's just most comfortable for me. I'm still getting used to some of the kinks with digital drawing. Figured out some new tools that are actually extremely helpful for me, but I'm hoping to put together some more speed draws, traditional and digital, and to put those on YouTube as well, because my art does mean a lot to me. I'm sorry to say, if I had a choice between, like, you know, you have YouTube, you have art, you have your writing, if you could give up, or I'm sorry, if you had no choice but to give up one of those, YouTube would be first. I'm sorry, but my art and writing just mean a lot more to me. I've been doing them for significantly longer, so, you know, my art does mean a lot to me, and I especially want to expand on my art with trying to create merchandise, both for my channel, like, you know, little otter-themed things, as well as my comic, my wolf comic that I've been working on for 9 years. So I've been trying to, you know, ask around and think of some ideas for how I'm going to work on some merchandise and stuff like that. I've been trying to draft out some designs, but, you know, it's going to take a while before I really solidify those designs and set my heart on something in particular, but though some kind of speed draws like that might come out as well. I've also, this is a bit of a smaller topic, I've been spending some time training my dog Esmer. Isn't that right, Mama? She heard me talking about her. She's literally laying down in my room right now. But I do try and spend a little bit of each day training her a little bit, because she needs it. She needs to learn some manners, especially with some, I wouldn't say dog aggression necessarily. I don't really think that's quite the issue she has, but there have definitely been some incidents that need to be corrected. She gets into the trash and the litter box sometimes. The trash less so, but the litter box is a bit of an issue. And she also needs to learn how to walk a little better, so I've basically been doing little bits of training with her on all kinds of things in recent months since I got her. I mean, she's gotten pretty good with the stay and the sit commands. She's gotten pretty good with the kennel commands as well. Needs to work on laying down. She's smart, but at the same time she's also energetic and stubborn. It's a tricky combo to work with. So that actually does take some of my time as well. I need to get a professional dog trainer in to kind of help me with her, because again, she may be smart, but she's not exactly the easiest dog to teach, and she's definitely going to need to be better by the time that my family and I leave for Minnesota. We need to make sure that she's going to be okay and well taken care of. That's pretty much all that's been happening with my crazy schedule. I mean, then there is kind of one more aspect too about everything that I do, and that's Patreon. First off, thanks so much to the people who have shown me support via Patreon, because I do really like providing not just early access, but exclusive. I've been doing a lot more exclusive material on Patreon. So in other words, when I say exclusive material, I mean it's not gonna be shown to the public ever. So like, you know, a couple of special speed draws, some informational videos, even some gaming and like, you know, reaction or South Park type content. There are a few things on Patreon that are exclusive to patrons and that I will not be releasing to the public, which I think is fair. You know, if people are willing to, you know, monthly pay for services kind of like that, then it makes sense to give people exclusive material. I mean, there are plenty of other things that I do as well besides just video material. There's plenty of all kinds of little art material as well. A little bit of writing material, not quite as much, but writing's been a little bit funky lately. I hope to get back to that pretty soon, but I still want to, you know, give a lot of thanks to the patrons who support me, who have been supporting me through this, despite, you know, fewer videos, fewer content capabilities, things of that nature. It really does mean a lot to me, because, you know, it is something that I've been wanting to sort of promote for a while now, like generally just having a Patreon in general, if that makes any sense. So yeah, if anybody is willing to support me and they are not currently, there's going to be links down in the description below. I am going to push to get at least a couple of South Park reactions next month. This month. It's close enough. It's September. That means September. But I will definitely be pushing as much as I can to get a few like new South Park reactions on Patreon in the month of September and maybe October, before I release it to the public in a regular schedule. I mean, patrons are going to get not exclusive, but early access to those reactions anyways, but to have it even like a month or more in advance, that could probably be pretty useful. So, I don't know exactly what's going to happen there. Look out for the next week or two. I'll try and put something together, assuming that my current class does not kick my ass, because this fourth class is actually kind of the toughest. So, yeah. I think that's just about all of the update that I have. My sister's dog is pacing. I think I need to have him in my lap and calm him down a little bit. But that is all the update that I have for today. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for understanding. Thanks for supporting, despite all the craziness in the last couple of months. Yeah, and as usual, until the next video, guys, check you laters.